Hi, and welcome to UNDENSIFY. You know, life has shown me some very valuable lessons. I realize that we're all in search of love, whether we know it, whether we address it, whether we're mindful of it, whether we go for it intentionally. But our whole life is about finding love. We come into this world and we're encouraged to meet people, our opposite sex or whatever your sexual orientation is. We're encouraged to meet people, to love and to form a family and live happily ever after. We're encouraged to love each other in relationships, to have lengthy relationships, to sustain relationships, to set good examples for our children after us. But in actual fact, we're never actually taught how to love. Now, if any of you listening to this or watching this right now have had the opportunity to purchase my new novel, which is called Blooming Through Scars, and it's available on Amazon. If any of you have had the opportunity to read that novel, you'll come to realize that I too have been in search of that love, what I call my bespoke love, the love that's designed for myself. I've been married, I've had relationships, and like so many others, some have been good, some have not been that good. But I see nothing as failures. I see them all as valuable lessons and valuable experiences. Some that I wish I didn't have to go through, and others I'm grateful for. But all in all, I am still happy to have had the experience, because every experience has taught me something. Every experience that I've had in every relationship has taught me something, whether it was something good or something bad. Every relationship has taught me something. I recently watched a movie which brought me to tears. I'm an old romantic. I just love watching romantic movies, and this one was actually a Nigerian movie. And I recently watched this movie and it brought me to tears. It's basically about a couple who were going through problems in their marriage simply because of lack of communication, miscommunication, and no communication. And they were going for a divorce, and they decided to go and seek counseling, which brought them to find out that the things they were squabbling about didn't even really exist, and they really did love each other. It brought me to tears simply because it made me really think about my life and relationships that I've had and people who've crossed me. And I'm not just talking about romantic relationships, I'm talking about friendships and families and people we've worked with and people we've met along the way, just relationships, anyone that I've had to relate to. And you tend to look at your mistakes along the way. And as I said, I don't really believe that we make mistakes. I think we make decisions that we think are good for us at the time, but turns out to be not so good for us. But there are lessons to be learned in it all. We all come into this world with no blueprint. We have no idea what we're doing. And the one example or one thing that we tend to live by is what we see our parents do, the people who are immediately around us. And we tend to imitate what we see. And if we do not have good examples, unfortunately, we don't know how to do it ourselves. And I realized by reflecting, especially when I looked at this movie, I started to really realize that all this time that I have been in relationships, that I never really understood what love is. I kept looking for love. I kept thinking that I needed to find love. I kept thinking that love will find me. But I never really knew what I was looking for until I discovered self-love, until I learned how to love myself. Loving myself didn't come easily because I was too busy looking outside of myself for love, as opposed to looking within me to find my true love, which is me. We all have that true love within us. We all need to find that love before we know how to externalize love. And what I mean by that is, when you love yourself, you do not allow yourself to be abused. When you love yourself, you do not allow people to treat you badly. When you love yourself, you show yourself the kindness and the kind of attention and affection and treatment that we expect from others. We first learn how to do it for ourselves. That way, when we meet other people who say they love us, we can identify love through the love that we have for ourselves. And that's when I've really discovered in all of this, through all the lessons that I have been through, it has taught me how to value myself. It has taught me how to find self-worth within myself. It has made me realize that loving myself is the most important thing before I can ever think of loving someone else. This is the only way you can identify true love, is when you know what love is from within you. We're not taught that. We think that when we meet someone and you match and you tend to have things in common and you laugh together and you say you love each other because we're both searching. He's searching, I'm searching, we're both searching. And the moment we just find something that makes us feel sweet within ourselves, we immediately believe that we're in love. And then we make the commitments and we settle down, we buy the house, we have the children, and we do all the things that people tell us that relationships are supposed to bring about. But in all of it, we've not actually discovered how to love ourselves first, how to put ourselves first before the other person, because that person is supposed to put themselves first before me. It's about learning how to love yourself and how to teach others how to love you. Oh, love is such a beautiful thing. We abuse it. We talk badly about it. We don't trust it. But it's such a simplistic thing. It's so uncomplicated. We just don't understand how to express it. And the only way we know how to and can learn how to express it is through loving ourselves, taking the time to love yourself first. I had to share this with you guys today. I know it's a very simple message and it doesn't probably mean very much to somebody, but it means so very much to me. And I thought someone could make use of this information. Before you love anyone, before you love your child, before you love your man, before you love your woman, before you love your mother, before you love your brother. We learn these things from the people around us. But to truly learn how to express it is to first apply it to yourself. Love yourself first. Love yourself abundantly. Love yourself selflessly. Love yourself completely. Love yourself unapologetically. Love yourself first. Namaste. Rediscover your bespoke love as you embark upon this uplifting journey through the shared pages of my non-fiction novel, Blooming Through Scars. A journey of hurts to healing and love lost to self-love. This story will make the perfect gift for any occasion. Available now on Amazon in Kindle, paperback, and now hardcover copy with added bonus affirmation cards in full color. Namaste.